I'm gonna start out by look at this crazy guy over here. Oh, he looks like he lost half his section there. Whoopsie. Oh, and here we are with the simple plan. All right. So just out in the neighborhood and met up with a gentleman who gave me a job to replace some bolts in his 30-year-old Honda push mower. I love old Hondas, but what we're looking at here today, and hopefully we're looking at it and not around it or above it, is the difference between a good charging rectifier on a Kohler engine and a bad charging rectifier on a Kohler engine. So I'm just gonna put the old one back in here real quick, and hopefully we're looking at it and not around it and above it. And oh, good God, good googly. Got to get the old Phillips head out there. And the complaint from the customer was that the battery would go dead. And the most common issue here on these is the rectifier. So brought it home for, got 12 volts, on the old scanometer. Hopefully you can see there, 12 volts at one spot, 43, it's 12 volts DC, 43 volts AC on the old spin meter in there, gerbil or magneto. And this looks like it is an OEM port, so I mean, I'm really surprised. She seems to take care of this, or whoever's servicing it for her is taking care of it for her. I do hate these plastic. I have to probably put a little, I'm gonna have to put a little goop in there to tighten that up. We'll make that tight. I'll probably actually put some bolts on the back of that for her. 15 volts might be out of the spectrum there, but 14.4 is usually where it's at, according to factory specs and stuff like that. This doesn't read in decimals, unfortunately. This is just a my go-to scanometer, multimeter. So Yeah, I'll put some, I'll tighten those up, make sure they're tight and snug. That's that. She did have a rattling around down underneath, I think. Maybe I'll take a look at, I think it was a deck belt slapping around under there. It's not an electric PTO, so it's just a deck belt smacking around. The deck belt looks like it might be a little worn, but overall, I mean, this is one of the cleanest, definitely one of the cleanest machines that I've seen come in. So either someone's like armor all in it, I don't know. They can keep it up though. They're definitely wiping it, because you can see where some of the oil and dust is at. So customer might be doing that. Customer's son, there's a little bit of, you can see there's an oil weep at the bottom there, but that's not too uncommon. Overall though, I mean, in pretty decent shape for an older machine. That's tonight's little adventure. Just realized that you couldn't really see what I was working on there, because the angulation was not quite correct. The rectifier is what I was working on there. So we had 43 volts out of the magneto, and we originally had 12 volts at the battery posts. We now have 14, I imagine 14.4 or 15 volts. My multimeter does not read in decimals, so sorry if you weren't able to see what I was actually working on there, but this is actually what I replaced. And we'll deliver this back to Julie, and hope she doesn't experience any issues in the future here, at least not in the near future. So